Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, The Awakening Star. I am the Oracle. I just want to start this video by saying there is a lot going on today. The energies are crazy within me and also just around. I'm going to cleanse a space today with a rosemary and lavender smudge stick. I'm going to apologize also in advance because my skinny pigs have been going a little bit wild the past couple of days. I'm actually going to call him out. It's just one of my skinny pigs, Coco. He was particularly grumpy yesterday, and I only just made the connection that it is because of the moon. And yeah, I think he's really heavily connected to the cosmic energies, bless him. So he was feeling really grumpy yesterday and today still. So apologies if he starts making some noise. But today's reading is for the Wolf Moon in Cancer. Welcome to 2023, everyone. It was 01:01 on the clock there as I said that. I hope that you're all feeling, I don't want to say excited. I hope that you're feeling ready is what I want to say. So this full moon in Cancer is the first full moon of the year. It's also called the quiet moon. It's also called the wolf moon because of the wolves would howl at this time. So within their pack, they would howl to navigate themselves within their hunt. So this would be the first time that they were back out hunting since the winter season. The reflections of the past may be coming up for you at this time. There's a window for movement, and that is in with the realms of magic. I brought in this witch's hat today with me, and also a pyrite skull that I was gifted by a very beautiful friend of mine. I want to say thank you to you. I know you watch. And there's something in the magic of the moment that's going to be really relevant for some of you. So concentrate on magic at this time, even if you don't consider yourself to be someone that casts spells or into witchcraft or anything like that. I wasn't someone that cast spells particularly, but I was getting messages over and over again that I'm a witch, and I know that I do have mystical blood within me in terms of my lineage, and I started to realize that my words were my spells, you know, and the power of that. So maybe that's something that you want to look into. Maybe this is just connecting to your side of manifesting, but there is movement in magic at this time. We are also in the season just between Yule and Imbolc, so it's a really great time to ground yourself into where you are. Cancer is a water sign, so it's very known to be quite emotional, and I have been on a roller coaster today. I woke up and I was just so angry. I was like, I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm so angry. And I was just reeling about things that really do not matter at all anymore. Situations in my life that have passed, and I was like, what is wrong? What is going on with me? I've not been in this energy for a really long time. And I was like, okay, back up. We are in retrograde with Mercury and Uranus, and it is also the full moon coming up, and these moons always sneak up on me. It's like, even though I do these readings every month, they seem to just come out of nowhere, and I'm like, oh my gosh, the moon's here again, she's ready to talk. And I really need to start honoring that energy within me and putting those two and two together, because some days I'm like, what has happened? Something's going wrong. I don't know why I'm feeling this way, and I'm like, it's the moon, come on, you know this. So someone needed to hear that today. I've also got two cards that sprang out before I even started to pull cards, and this card was actually in a wrong deck. So this card fell out of a deck that it wasn't supposed to be in. So this is Angels of Atlantis. I'm posting a reading hopefully tonight that I did yesterday for the Lost City of Atlantis. But this is a card from Raziel and Intuition. And I also pulled a card, the Lemurian Seed Codes, Embracing Sensitivity, Uniqueness, and Living with Grace. Now this sometimes happens. Sometimes I will pick two cards, a card, and someone is going to just see these two cards and not feel called to anything else. So there's something in tapping into your intuition and ancient Lemuria at this time. I have a Lemurian quartz crystal, and I think it's my most powerful crystal apart from my moldavite that I got a few weeks ago. It's one of my favorites, and it really brings me such energy and nourishment, and I think I've gotten a lot of downloads from my Lemurian quartz. So if you do have Lemurian quartz, start sleeping with your Lemurian quartz, because I think you're going to start getting information in your dreams. And if you already get information in your dreams, get yourself some Lemurian quartz, because that's going to help you be able to navigate these dreams in such a way where you are in control also in these dreams. That's something that I've been trying to tap into, is navigating my dream time but from not a dream state. It's been a realm that I struggle with because I've never gotten a lot of sleep in my life, so I've been really trying to sleep more and try and be a active participant in my dreams. So that feels relevant for someone. Anyway, I'm absolutely blabbering, so I want to say sorry everyone, because I have no idea how this reading is going to go. I feel like there's a lot going on, a lot wants to come out, and I'm also out of sorts, so please, please, please bear with me. I'm going to try my best. But take a minute to pick your pile, and I will go ahead with pile number 1. Hello, hello, pile 1. This is your reading. I've got lots of cards today. Your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. Portal. Doors are opening. You decide. Rewards and wild card. Watchtower of the West and Autumn. You might be called Autumn. You might have a best friend called Autumn. Yeah, I'm going to keep it in reverse. The Self and Gathering Your Power. This is one of my favourite cards ever from my Dragon deck. Geomancy and Patience. I speak positively of others. Stellar Gateway Activation, Infinite Potential, Manifestation, and Vortex. Pyrite and 45. I'm being called to read the insert for the Pyrite card, just because I do have also this Pyrite skull that I chose to bring into space today, and I think that's going to be really relevant for someone. Angel number 45 on the Pyrite card as well. And I flipped to Pink Sapphire. That feels relevant for someone too. Pink sapphires. Maybe you're going to be buying a ring for someone. That feels really relevant. Pink sapphires as a present for someone. Interesting. So pyrite, essential meaning, inherent value, knowing your worth, self-appreciation, genuine abundance and prosperity within. Throughout the ages, humans have sought to gems of the earth, to crystals, the crystals whose beauty delight the eye and whose powers could aid them in their quest to achieve a sense of safety and abundance. They recognize the intrinsic value of these gifts from nature. When pyrite spirit appears, you are meant to appreciate the abundance that the conscious universe has provided, an abundance of opportunity, resources, support, and most importantly, love. Interesting. Yeah, I'm feeling a bit of apathy, pile 1. And I have to be honest, I wasn't sure if that's my energy or yours. I've definitely been in a time of gathering information and data, and I've been thinking to the future and, you know, not having enough patience sometimes in where I'm at in my journey, and really having to pull myself back to just trust the process and trust the timing of my life. And I think that's really difficult when you are an expansive person and you just want to expand as much as you can and you want to feel in power. I think you feel out of power at this time, pile 1, but I'm hearing that's all an illusion. All that it's going to take is for you to just step through this this time. It's like this full moon is here for you to step into your full power, and that's to just step away from anything that isn't serving you. And I think you've been on the cusp of this for quite some time, and you haven't been sure how to move forward. And there's something in you making sure that you are doing what's best for you, but also just speaking positively of others as much as you can, because I think there is something in you having to work with others at this time, and that's going to really propel you forward in your journey. And I think by the next new moon, you're going to understand where you are headed. But right now, you are just being called to nurture yourself, to look after yourself. You want to be in this autumn energy. Although we are just coming to the end of winter and we will be moving into spring, it is time for you to still be in a phase of nurturing yourself. This isn't necessarily cocooning away. This isn't necessarily, not interacting with others. I think that's where you're sort of hindering yourself. I think that you feel like you need to be in this hermit energy when actually you shouldn't be in hermit energy with regards to socializing with people, but you should be in hermit energy with regards to your work and projects that you've been working on. I think that you've spent a lot of time just indoors, and your guides, my guides, and Mama Moon, the whole universe, everyone, I feel like now is just like screaming at you to please go outside and socialize. And I think you've been someone that's really had to protect that energy, or you've been through things that have been really painful, and now they're saying, look, you've done all the shadow work, it's time to now step out into the light and experience all that you've worked up for. I think this pirates often calls fool's gold, and I think it's the energy, you fool me once, fool me twice, and now it's an FU situation to to some things, Pile 1. And that is absolutely fine, but go and create new energies, go and create new connections, go and create new ways of being. I think that you've lost yourself in this healing stage, in this stage of figuring out who you are. You might want to look into stellar gateway activations. I'm going to read that card as well, because I feel like that card does have something that's really quite beautiful in the description, if I remember rightly. $147 on the page there for you. Yeah, so the stellar gateway is the highest of our chakras. It's about 12 to 24 feet above our heads. It is an energetic gateway that connects us to the divine matrix. It governs our connection to the spiritual laws of creation and the quantum fields, and holds our life's potential, as it holds all the intentions we set before this incarnation and the intentions we've set during this support of the ever-unfolding path of earthly experience. Yeah, I started to tap into this stellar gateway activation not that long ago, and I realized I'd always brought it into my field of existence and in my sort of chakra alignments, but I never tapped into it in terms of just meditating in that one spot. So you might want to start connecting to that stellar gateway, often called the Starr chakra. So connection, breathe deeply, imagine your breath is taking you up and out to connect with the infinite potential held within the stars. Affirm, I connect with heaven and earth to create heaven on earth. Exactly, I connect with heaven and earth to create heaven on earth. I connect with heaven and earth to create heaven on earth. You are the master of manifestation. Every one of your thoughts, actions, non-actions, and choices is affecting the unfolding of your path. Realize that you have great potential and power within you, and through your focused awareness you can draw on heavenly support to create the life of your wildest dreams. That's it, Pile 1. That is definitely the energy that I'm feeling. It's like you are doubting your abilities to make manifest, because I think the things that you've been asking for for such a long time, and they're just not coming into fruition for you. And this is really where you have to dig deep and trust the process and do whatever it takes to soothe you, to make you feel like your work is paying off. If you are not getting gratification in the way that you would like to at this time, why is that? Delve a little deeper into that and understand that there is a lesson there, or you're just waiting for everything to take off. It's like you are going to get everything that you've asked for, so please trust in yourself and in your connection to the spiritual realms. And tapping into the star chakra is really going to help you move with that energy as well. It's going to really help you understand that you are one with this universe, understand that you are one with everything that is ever existing, and you are part of it all. I think you feel on the outskirts of life, and this is because you've been hermiting, and now it's safe to come out, pile one. And I really don't mean to laugh, but it's like your guides are, they're knocking heads, and they're just sort of shaking their head and being like, we've told them this, like they know this, but there's something that is making them want to stay in. So look into that. What is that? Is that your fear? Is that your idea of self-worth? Do you need to work on moving with where you are now? I think you are still kind of, it's like you're thinking back to a past version of yourself that doesn't exist anymore, and you are feeling like you're going to be met with the same outcomes, or the same perhaps sort of, I don't know how to word it, perhaps the same I'm really struggling with this retrograde, I'm so sorry. With the same responses from people. I think you're fearing how other people are going to interact with you, but it's like you're shining now, Pile One. You've done so much work with this hard work is paying off. You might be a Capricorn or have that very heavily placed in your chart, and I think that's why you are struggling. We are in Capricorn season right now, but I think you are getting the shadowy aspects of that. So feeling quite ungrounded, feeling like you really, I think you just don't feel like you are you, and you might be going through ascension symptoms as well. I've been feeling really sick and had like really, it's like nauseous headaches, and that is not something that I really ever suffer with, and my skin has just been itching. I feel like I'm itching constantly, and I look after my skin, I exfoliate and all the rest of it, and I feel like it's part of the ascension process again, that we are just always being loaded with new layers of energy, and I think that you might be suffering from that too, and I think that's making you feel out of sorts. But going to spend time with people that you know and trust is going to make you feel like the self. It's going to help you regain that power. I know, like, we all have someone, that we know and love and trust, and maybe this is family, maybe you don't have that many friends, but your family are the ones that build you up. Go and see them, go and spend time with them. I think that potentially something happened during this Yule time that you weren't able to see your family, or you weren't able to see your people, or you just weren't in contact with people like you would normally. And now's the time to step out. Now's the time to show, it's like get into the energy of the Fool with this Fool's Gold. So like the tarot card of the Fool is all for exploration, is all for joy, all for just seeing what's out there. It's time to see what's out there. Maybe this is stepping into dating again, but for some of you, most of you, I think this is just leaving your house. You have to leave your house, Pile One, especially if you want to gain all of these things that you put into manifestation. It's like you have to manifest and let them go. That is something that I found really difficult this past year, because when I want something, I want it like yesterday, and my guides have been drilling into me patience is a virtue, and stepping me outside of this instant gratification way of living. And it's been a tough lesson for me. I want what I want, and I want it now. I can get quite I'm like a toddler sometimes with my guides, and they give me messages. I'm like, okay, but when? Why not now? Is it tomorrow? Is it next week? And they laugh with me and at me in that, and that's the energy that I'm getting for you. I'm also being drawn to I think it's called Instant Gratification by, oh gosh, what are they called? Dance Gavin Dance. And I was hearing a song that's either by La Dispute or Touche More, which I will link in the description. That's the energy that you are in right now, Pile 1, and I can get quite self-indulgent with my emotions. I've realised this. I'm an emo kid at heart, and I've really had to train myself to step out of those energies, and I think that's where you are, like you're enjoying being a bit apathetic and being a bit emo, and your guys are like, come on, enough's enough, now's the time to go outside and go and have some fun, and whatever that means to you. This might be a walk to go, like a trip to go and visit a castle, or something. Maybe you need to take a trip. I'm seeing Egypt here, so maybe you need to book a holiday. Pile 1, there's something about you getting out, because there's going to be gifts for you. We've got 2 Egyptian reference cards here. You've got the pyramids. It's like you need to tap into something else. It's like, a wonder of the world, and that's really going to help you activate more within you. With the stellar gateway activation, it's like you're going to be given the information that you're asking for, the recognition that you're asking for, as soon as you step outside and start feeling the sunshine. I've also got Thoth on a card here, so you might want to look into the Emerald Tablet and ancient Egypt just as a whole. But time is not running out with this geomancy and patience. Like, time is not running out, Pile 1. Please don't worry about that. Everything is going to divine right timing, which sometimes isn't our timing. And trust me, I know how frustrating that can be, but you really have to find peace and comfort within yourself, because otherwise this journey is not going to be very fun for you. And that's something that I've had to learn. It's like you are going to receive everything that you want, but it's going to be in the time that it's supposed to be, which isn't often in my time. I want things yesterday. I want them tomorrow. I don't want them in 6 months' time. I don't want them in 3 years' time, And if I hold on to that energy, I'm not going to have a really nice time, if I'm waiting for these 3 long year manifestations, and I've just been given like a 10-year plan for something, and I'm like, what? What does that even mean, So I'm really being taken out of my comfort zone and really being taught to trust the process, because like I said, you're not going to have a fun time if you don't start doing that. But that also ties into trusting yourself and your gifts and your power, and know that you hold such power. And I feel like my energy is really aligned to yours, Pile 1. And I would consider myself to be quite a tapped in and powerful mystic at this point. I feel like I've worked up that identity over lifetimes, and I'm just rediscovering all of that within me. But I feel my power, I feel my strength, and I'm standing solid in that now. But it's taken me a little while to get there, and 2022 was definitely a really pivotal year in my entire life, and I think that maybe you've been in that energy too. So trust in that. It's like I think that people haven't been kind to you, Pile 1. And I think you've not come into the understanding of that people haven't been nice to you because I think 1, they fear you in some way. 2, they envy you. And 3, some people just don't enjoy seeing other people succeed, but that is nothing to do with you. That is not a reflection of who you are. That is not a reflection of the ways that you need to behave. I think you've been a sort of a person that has shrank that energy to fit in with others, which is definitely something else that I can completely empathize with. But it's like, now is the time to just be you. With this like woman's butt on fire, it's like, you have everything at your disposal. It's like, you are fire. I think you might be really attractive, Pile 1. And I think that pisses some people off, and that's not your problem. Shine, be who you are supposed to be, and just trust that everything is going to work out in your favor. But please start doing stellar gateway activations, meditations. You'll find lots of things like that on YouTube and on Spotify. And you might want to purchase some pyrite, some fool's gold. I'm being taken to like a really little like vial of fool's gold that I got from a trip. I think it was like, maybe it was American Adventure or something like that. When I was really little, and I was obsessed with with these pieces of pyrite. That's so funny. But there's something about needing to get into this childlike energy. And if people aren't speaking positively of you, Pile 1, please know that that just comes back to bite them, not you. And something that I made as a as a promise to self, as a contract with my guides, and I got this from Tarots with Tay, shout out to her. But it's any negative energy or words spoken about me is immediately turned into abundance and beauty for me. So any negative energy or words spoken ill about me is immediately turned into beauty and abundance for me. So know that you have your back covered. You know, you might want to create a spell or a ritual for that. So know that whatever is going on in other people's lives is nothing to do with you. And if people are saying bad will about you, know that it's just going to come back to bite them. But you're really beautiful, Pile One, and I think you are a really kind person, and there's people out there that just don't want you to see that about yourself, and that's going to differ for people, I'm so sorry. It's going to differ a lot depending on who you are, what your narrative is, but you have to just stand strong in your power. It's like, it's unmistakably obvious how powerful you are, and that's why people have been mean to you in the past. And maybe this is just like mean girl, mean boy energy from school times, you know, and that you have to let go of that. This full moon in Cancer is bringing up all of those things, so you can let them go. But this isn't like a letting go and beating self up like, oh, I shouldn't still feel this way, or I don't even think you've acknowledged that you are feeling these things. I think me saying this is going to make you understand why you've been feeling in this emo mode. And it's going to make sense to you. But know that you're stepping into a portal of love, of trust, of unity, and all the things that you want to manifest with this self here. Angel number 12. Call in dragon energy. Please, please, please call in dragon energy. I will keep saying this time and time again. But it's such a steadfast energy, and they cultivate such power and fire that I just love them so much. So you might want to look into connecting with your dragons. I'm going to start doing some dragon meditations and a Zoom for connecting with your dragon energy, so do look out for that as well. I will try and remember to post it on this video for future reference once I start doing those. But trust yourself, Pile One, trust in your power, and know that everything's going to be okay. I want to say, Pile One, it's okay. You've been emo, just get outside and start having some fun. Yeah, there's something about music, booking to see live music, going to see, some of your favorite bands. There's something in that. Make sure that you are connecting with music at this time for pleasure. Maybe you work in the music industry and it's time to start getting into music in a different way. Maybe you've been working on a musical project and the guys are coming in to say it's time to step out now. It's time to enjoy life. Start enjoying your life, Pile One. Hello, Pile 2. This is your reading. 27:57 on the clock there. I'd be very surprised if my fellow 27er doesn't pick this number. You know who you are. Lots of cards for you today. There's a few reversals and I'm going to keep them as such. So we have got the full moon in Capricorn. That's so interesting because we had the new moon in Capricorn in power number 1. The end of a tough cycle approaches. That's in reverse. Pile 2, don't panic. Perspective. No, I nearly said north node. That's interesting. None of this matters. Zoom out, common ground. But I said north node. So there's something about your north node energy. Witch's hat and power. I forgot this card exists and I'm not surprised it is here. 25, trust and love and friendship. Crystal ball and clarity. That's also in reverse. You can see that. I achieve with integrity. That's in reverse. Interesting. I converse with awareness. Seraphim's gateway, voice activation, angelic attunement, divine support. These. Merkaba activation, transcendence, ascension. You are rising up. And the last card that I've got is Spirit Quartz in 54. Actually, I'm going to, sorry, pile 2. Trying to help you see your cards, because I love the Spirit Quartz card. Yeah, there's something in the clarity of this time. If you really start to get still and connect into the energies that are around you, I think you're a very spiritual mystic mystic pile and power with this witch's hat here and power. I think that you might have come straight from pile 1 when you've been sitting in the darkness. You've been doing a lot of shadow work. I think that you really had to dig deep, pile 2, and congratulations, because you've started to really alchemize that energy into something really beautiful for you. And if you have come straight from pile number 1 to this pile, you're already in this energy. So this is just confirming where you actually already are, that you might not know that you are at, if that makes sense. I really don't know if I'm making any sense whatsoever. I really do apologize. So please bear with me. I feel like the words just aren't quite filtering through my brain at all. So Spirit Quartz and 54. Essential meaning: connection to community, universal love, harmony and cooperation. We heal in partnership, the strong lifting up the weak, taking turns to supporting each other. With this crystal spirit appears, a message is to reach out and connect to your community and discover the true power of your gifts with sharing them with others. Yeah, you might have really come from pile 1 to this, and it's the power is within you. Pile 2, the power is within you. You've got a lot of really sort of like heavy energy density cards. You've got the power, you've got the Merkaba in activation, which is essentially life itself. If you look into sacred geometry, it's like the Merkaba transcends everything. You can travel in a Merkaba to the cosmic grid and give energy out to the entire universes. At this point, I'm going to say galaxies and beyond. It's like you are infinite power, and I think you've been lacking trust. You've been lacking trust in yourself. You've been lacking trust in the universe, because you haven't felt like there was an end to a cycle that was really painful for you. And now that 2022 is over, it's like you're okay, pile 2. With the full moon in Capricorn, that is such a grounding energy, but it's about your perspective of where you are right now. I think that you're not sure of yourself, and I think you've been receiving a lot of downloads, a lot of information, but you're not sure where you want to go. And I'm hearing, if you start working with others, if you start communicating with others and basking in your own energy with others, this is really going to help you achieve all that you set out to. And maybe you don't even have any specific goals laid out for you yet, pile 2, but you're going to know what these projects and what these sort of aspects of yourself that you want to turn into something to share with other people. It's like your innate power, your innate wealth that lives within you, like a really cosmic person. You've lived many, many lifetimes. You're a really old soul, but you don't know where to channel that energy. And if you start interacting with other people, and conversing with awareness, if you start just telling people your story and not being afraid to share more of you, there's something in you not trusting in yourself, and you're afraid to show up. You're afraid to share your story. That's all that it is. There's something about you that is, you're just not trusting right now. And your guides are saying, please start trusting us. Maybe you feel like you are not connecting with your guides, but they're saying, we are here. Maybe you're not perceiving them in the way that you would like to, or receiving them in the way that you would like to, but that's your perception. You are still receiving information and guidance from your guides. That's really interesting. Power 2, exactly. You're full of power. But it's your perspective of where you are right now. connect to the angelic realm. There is something in the angelic realm with you, and I think this is support. So Archangel Michael, Uriel and Gabriel is a really great place to start, and also Archangel Raphael and Raziel. So you might want to look into the angels of Atlantis or the archangels, because there is such energy to be shared from them, and you're really missing out, Pile 2. I think that your perspective of where you are right now is keeping you in a type of sadness that you just do not need to be in anymore. And maybe this is a message for the Pile 1s and Pile 2s strongly as well. But it's like you should be in a state of flow, Pile 2, but there's something that is holding you back from being in flow. And this full moon in Cancer is going to start highlighting exactly what that is for you. And I think a lot of it comes from your heart chakra. I think that you've not opened your heart chakra for some time because you've not been able to trust in love or in friendships. I think that you've had to cut a lot of people and energies out of your life, and you've really, maybe you have just been connecting with spirit for some of you, and now is the time to share what you've learned with others, with people that are wanting to hear your story, the people that are wanting guidance and are seeking guidance. So the more that you share of yourself, the more people you're going to draw to you, because they are going to want to hear more from you. They're going to hear the healing in your voice. With this voice activation here, that rang really strongly for me when I read the card. So there's something in your voice needing to be shared, and whatever way that pertains to you, you need to start sharing yourself with the world, because you're like a living spirit guide this lifetime, Pile 2. It's like you are a guide that is incarnated to be such a strong force for so many people, and already you've touched so many people's lives that you just aren't aware of. It's like people bask in your energy when they are just around you, just sitting with you. I think you're really fun, Pile 2, and your laughter and your joy brings a lot of joy to lots of people, and laughter is such a great medicine. I can't tell you how much I love to laugh, and I laugh all the time. I honestly think I'm the funniest person that I know. I laugh with myself all the time. Pile 2, like, it's actually ridiculous. So get into that playful energy. Start being playful with yourself, and to some that's exactly how it sounds. You need to start tapping into that sensual energy with yourself, because that's going to release some tension. If you don't have an outlet for that, maybe you are not connecting with people sexually at this time, you need to start doing that with yourself, because that's going to ease the tension, ease the stress, and allow you to start trusting in yourself more. So that's a really positive message, and now that might be triggering for some people. So take your time with that. If there is healing that needs to be had in that space, connect to that. Getting yoni eggs would be really beneficial for that. So crystal yoni eggs would be really beneficial for healing any trauma within the womb space, within the genitalia that is of an essence of the female nature. That's such a really long-winded way to word that, but you know what I'm saying, Pile 2. You know if that message is for you, but that might really help you in getting those last bits of trauma out. I am a Reiki master, so please do let me know if you would like to work with me. I've been working a lot within the womb space and crystalline energy, so let me know if that is something that you feel called to embark on with me. But you're so aware. I think that everything that I'm saying here isn't new to you, Pile 2. Like, you're very intuitive, you're very tapped into all the realms, but you just might not be, maybe you're wanting to receive information in a really specific way, and it's not happening for you in that way, so you feel like you're not connected, which isn't the case at all. I'm hearing you are so connected. It's like your guides are constantly around you. So please trust in the energy. I think some of you haven't been very well, so also trust in that if you've been feeling out of sorts or off your game, it's because you've been a little bit poorly. Maybe you've not even realised you've been poorly. But yeah, you've been fighting some illnesses off. And this is something that I've realized that I've been doing on my spiritual journey, is that I don't really get outwardly ill anymore, but I'll have something, you know, like my voice. Now I have like a snotty nose in the morning, but just for the morning, or as soon as I wake up. And it's like I've got to the point now where my body really rapidly heals itself from what would probably have been an illness of a week, but it is just sort of a shorter time frame, and I don't even perceive it as being ill. But you don't wake up every day with a really snotty nose, you know what I mean? So maybe you've been in that energy too, and you've actually been really poorly, but not outwardly poorly, because you are, you know how to heal yourself. Your body knows how to heal itself, and we all have that capacity, but you've really been working on your energetic body. So know that that might be another reason why you have been feeling out of sorts and off your game, pile 2. So don't fret in that. If you're feeling particularly disconnected over the past few weeks, it's because you've been 40-40. Yeah, solid confirmation on that. Thank you guys, that you've been really ill, actually. I'm going to read Seraphim's Gateway card, 124 on there as well. Voice activation, angelic attunement, divine support. The Seraphim are the highest form of the angelic beings, who are said to radiate from the heart of Source. Exactly, this heart energy needs to come through, pile 2. They've been described in many different ways through the ages, but what is coming in this idea that a brilliant light emanates from them. The word seraphim means burning ones, for in the ancient times life was associated with fire, as this was the main source of light within homes. Connection. Visualize yourself immersed in golden light, then say, "Thank you, mighty seraphim, for blessing me with your loving presence and for supporting me in awakening the angelic qualities within me." Thank you, mighty seraphim, for blessing me with your loving presence and for supporting me in awakening the angelic qualities within me. Thank you, mighty seraphim, for blessing me with your loving presence and for supporting and awakening the angelic qualities within me. I nearly said quail's eggs, pile 2. So maybe that's some significance for you. I'm going to really call myself out here, but I did see on a really trashy TV show, don't hate me, I've been watching the Kardashians, and Courtney was eating quail's eggs for fertility. So maybe that's something. And this is my child spirit card. I pulled this card when I was told I was supposed to have children this lifetime. So maybe that's something also that you've been fretting about, pile 2. And this makes sense now why I was talking about the feminine space, the womb, and all of those things. Maybe you've been fearful of being able to conceive, but know that you will, pile 2. And if you tap into the angelic kingdom, they would like to help you in this process. So maybe you are someone that's going to have to embark on IVF. That's what this particular person was doing in the show. So maybe this is something you are fearing, and the angelic kingdom is here to say, we are here to support you in that. We are here to help you through that time. We are here to give you power within that. So trust in their energy and their support with you, and they are going to start telling you how to get through this, particularly what might feel like a difficult time in your life, and know that you will feel the light of the sun again. Maybe this is something you've struggled with for some time, and know that now is the time to call upon those higher beings of light and of source to get you through that time. I think you're such a unit of power, you forget that you can call in for other people. This is something that I learned really early on in my spiritual journey, and I really have to remind myself to ask for help even when I don't feel like I need it. You know, it's like support is constantly there, so why not gain it? Every day I try and call in someone, something, some form of energy that makes me feel good. And if you're someone that came from pile 1 to pile 2 and being drawn to moss energy as being really healing for you, and also Fae energy is really good for getting into that fun fool's energy, with the fool's gold. Sorry to leap over your reading, pile 2, but that wanted to come through really strongly for pile 1's people here. But trust in your power, trust in the power of your body, trust in the power of your womb. I think that perhaps you've been really poorly in that realm, and you're worried that that is going to block your infertility, and you know, it's one of those things that if we believe that that's what will happen, that's what makes manifest. But if we say that our body heals itself every day, no matter what any doctor tells you, and now obviously take what resonates and what suits you, and I'm not out here saying to, you know, completely ignore your doctors and all of those types of things, your physicians that you are in contact with, but believe in the power of yourself and your divinity and your beautiful body, and know that you can heal yourself, pile 2. So trust in that energy, as well as the advice from, you know, those powers that are there as well within our doctors and our physicians that help us with those things. But you need to start trusting in your body's own power and loving your body. It's like you really need to relax, and I think that's really going to help you in that realm, as if you can start to relax. And yeah, I think coming at that from a different space, it's this energy of fertility is really coming through. So sorry to anyone that isn't trying for a baby or anything like that, but there's something in being in a relaxing space with your partner is really going to help you conceive. So find that space together. Maybe this is meditating together, maybe this is tantric stuff before you actually, you know, start to try for a baby again. Maybe you just need to connect with each other and just put it down for a while, and that's really going to help you conceive, pile 2. But bask in your own energy, appreciate your own energy, everyone that's in this pile, and trust that you have the power to change it all, including the alchemy of your own body. You know, if someone tells you you're sick, you say, I hear you, I thank you for that diagnosis, but I promise you that my body is healing itself every single day. And that's the energy that you should go in with everything, you know. It's like, yes, trust those people, yes, trust that diagnosis, but also don't accept things if you don't want that to be your life, you know. And some things we have to work out karmically, but it doesn't mean that it's the end, you know, pile 2. Trust in that this is not the end for you. No matter what a diagnosis has been, trust that your body can heal itself, and stay in the energy of positivity, and know that what will be, but you have to sit in an energy of positivity and power as best as you can. And I know that it is so difficult when you hear what would be considered bad news of that sort. So trust in the other realms and their support for you. We've got so many really powerful cards. Like I said, you've got the Angelic Gateway, you've got the Spirit Quartz, you've got the Merkaba. You really need to sit with yourself in that energy, because this is the power that you wield, and this is your perspective. Again, you know, if the odds are against you, this is a 1 in a million, this is a 1 in or whatever, you say, I'm that one, you know, I'm that one, I'm the one that's going to survive, I'm the one that's going to make it through, I'm the one that's going to achieve this, no matter what that looks like. This might be some form of project or manifestation of something, but I feel like you're in the planning processes right now, pile 2. But this is like, you plan and then it happens. It's like you're not where pile 1 was, where they're having to sort of step out again and find themselves before they embark on something new. It's like you just have to open the door on this with faith, with trust, with love, with spirit, and you're going to find that everything comes to you, that this clarity and this crystal ball. It's like you've seen everything, your visions have told you, now it's time to just go out and get it, pile 2. Yeah, a really strong energy, really positive, powerful energy. And it's okay to be, you know, need a minute to cry. It's okay to need a minute to come back to self. But this is your innate power here, pile 2. Sorry, this is who you are. You have all of this energy within you. You have all of this cosmic energy and light and love, and all of these guides supporting you. So trust in that, and it's time to step forward in what you want, but with the most positive of light and of love for yourself. And I think that maybe some of you have been really hard on yourselves in the recent times, in the recent days, recent months, and perhaps this past year, 2022, was not easy on you, pile 2. And I'm here to hold out my arms to you with all of your guides here with me, and give you a massive hug, you know, and say that everything is going to be absolutely fine. You are going to be fine. You are going to make it through whatever struggles you are feeling right now, and trust in that energy. You have that power. Let it go with this full moon. Let it go with grace, with ease, with a compassion. this is a message of such softness and compassion for you and everything that you're going through and been through. Pile 2, your guides are here to say, please, please, please lean on us more, call us in. We want to help you, let us help you, but they cannot come in unless you ask for it. So ask for it. You might see auras. You might be someone that really strongly sees auras, that sees colors and orbs and things like that. So trust in that energy. If you see orbs and you see colors, it's like that's how your guides are connecting with you, and trust that they are there. You can see them. You really need to start trusting yourself, Pile 2. And yeah, absolutely much love to you, and I'm always here if you need a shoulder to cry on. I genuinely mean that for anyone that feels like, I don't know, they might be alone at this time or need a caring ear. I'm so here for you. Take care, Pile 2. Hello, Pile 3. This is your reading. 50 and 33 on the clock there. Such confirmations in the 5 and the 3. Okay. Your commitment is being tested. First quarter moon. All paths lead home. Inner authority, intuition. Turn your gaze within. Hand fasting and union. Transcendence, achieving success. That's in reverse. Ruins and perception. You might have just come from pile 2 into this pile. I give blessings is also in reverse. I keep my own counsel. These cards, these two cards love coming out together. It's absolutely insane. They don't lie. Gaia gateway and activation. Learning experiences, wisdom, transmission, earth, intelligence. That's in reverse, but I'm going to flip it upright immediately. Yeah, with this little rainbow here, you might have seen a rainbow recently. There was a rainbow the other day, and yeah, this is going to sound really boastful of me, but I honestly swear that when there is a rainbow where I am, I'm like, that's my guides to me. It wasn't even raining the other day, and there was a rainbow just outside my window, and I was like, you're welcome, everyone. Celestite and 15 on the clock there, and I love that that's in a heart shape for you. Pile number 3. I want to say pile 2, so yeah, maybe you come straight from pile 2 to pile 3. So angel number 15 on there, and also 10, and we had 50 and 33. I think maybe I said 52, but 5 and 3. Some of you are getting engaged. That is really strongly coming through. And I said pink sapphire in another reading. Sorry, in another pile. I think that was pile 1. But yeah, there's some of you are getting engaged, or you're going to embark on a next stage of something. And if this is not pertaining to romance, it's like you're going to solidify a contract. You're going to be given the go-ahead for something. Maybe you're building a house. You're going to be given the go ahead to the plans to build your house. Maybe you're moving house, maybe you're moving country. There's something about the next phase taking off for you, pile 3. And yeah, you've been guided on this path. I think you feel like you've been going around and round in circles. Perhaps you've felt like you've been in a maze, but now you're going to see a direct path of where you are going. You're going to be given the keys to the castle, I'm hearing. And I love when that message comes through, because I know that it means that you're just about to step into such a great manifestation for you. So congratulations, pile 3. And obviously that's going to be something different for everyone. We've got the Eye of Horus here. You've had your eye on something for such a long time. And you've been keeping something close to your chest. There's something in the blue eyes. I always see my Pleiadians with the blue eyes, and there's something you've been keeping in that's about to be manifested in your out, and it's because you've been alchemizing all the energy on your inside that it's going to start manifesting on your outside. And if this is you coming from straight from pile 2 to pile 3, this is exactly what you're stepping into when I said open that door and just step into this energy, because you are here you've changed your perception. We've got the rune here with fuel, which is about wealth and abundance. So you're going to be coming into prosperity and abundance, whatever that means for you. Some of you, this is getting married and having a family, starting a family. For some of you, this is traveling the world with this Gaia gateway and activation and this inner wisdom. You're going to start to travel the planes of existence. And if this is not physically traveling, you're going to start to be able to use your clairs more. I heard audibly, so you're going to start to be able to hear spirit really, really soon, Pile 3. And if that's something you've been asking for, please know that it's here. And it's because you've been working on your third eye in your crown chakra with the celestite here. It's like you really, it was like you had to let go to receive, Pile 3. And that's always a really tough lesson to learn, is the letting go to receive something. But you've learned that. You've learned the lesson of letting go to receive. So now you're going to restart. So yeah, maybe you're starting over with this energy. Maybe you've transcended a lot of negativity, a lot of darkness that was living inside of you. And to some of us, we are our own darkness. I was realizing how much I was stepping on my own toes and getting in my own way through not alchemizing my energy within the best way for me. I was someone that really struggled with negative thought patterns. I was someone that I would definitely say has suffered with chronic depression, and it took me a long time to step out of that energy. And this was like a day by day, hour by hour, minute by minute process, you know, and it was grueling. And I think that you've done that too. So congratulations, Pile 3. That takes a lot of power, that takes a lot of what's the word, I'm so sorry, like the words there and then they just disappear. That takes a lot of courage, that takes a lot of dedication, that takes a lot of trusting in yourself. So know that you've come to a space to trust in yourself, and now you're ready for this divine union. I think some of you have been wanting a relationship, some of you have been wanting to move into that next stage, maybe even looking to move in with someone, Pile 3, and that's on the cards for you now because you're ready. And if you've been fearful of this, or you feel like you've not been ready for it, your commitment has been tested for some time and you've stayed committed to something or someone or yourself. So now you are ready to share yourself with someone else. For some of you, this is really strongly a romantic connection coming in for you, and they are going to feel like home to you. So congratulations, Power 3. It's such a beautiful message, and I love giving messages like that. Yeah, it's because you've been given such blessings to other people, I am hearing, Pile 3, and you might not even realize that that's what you've been doing, but you've really helped a lot of people, and that was your commitment being tested. You were tested how committed you were to your craft, to yourself, to your spiritual practices, perhaps without receiving recognition. And because you kept going without receiving the recognition that you were wanting, it's like you were coming at everything with the purest of heart and keeping your own counsel, even though maybe the whole entire world was falling down around you, and you remained graceful, you remained hopeful, you remained at ease with self and with life and with spirit. And it's like you went away and you dealt with everything so graciously, even though things were so horrific on the outside to a lot of people. Perhaps you've been going through some sort of court drama, or it's like, yeah, there's some sort of breakdown of an old relationship that was really quite public, and yeah, maybe just quite messy, Pile 3. But you weren't someone creating the mess, you know. You stood your ground, you said what you had to, but you also walked away and bit your tongue a lot of the time within that connection, and that is stood well for you, Pile 3. The fact that you didn't bite back, the fact that you said your piece and still walked away, and you did the best that you could with the hand that you were dealt, but I'm hearing it wasn't a nice hand that you were dealt. And trust that you have gained all the lessons you need to from that lifetime. And it's like you're moving into an entirely new lifetime, a entirely new way of existing with this, your class coming online. It's like, yeah, as soon as you start tapping into these spiritual realms, like your life completely changes. My life went from as, I don't know, as normal as can be to just something that I think genuinely some people think I've lost my mind still, Pile 3. And you're stepping into that energy. It's like you're going to be astounded at what your life turns into. You're going to be like, how did this happen? What did I do to deserve this? And it's because you've been giving blessings lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. And you know, maybe you're someone that's coming from Pile 1 and you're going to step into these blessings and you're going to get haters, and it's like they don't know your soul, they don't know what you've been through in previous lifetimes to earn this beautiful life that you've manifested for yourself. And you know, maybe they feel like you don't deserve it, but know that you do deserve everything that's coming to you, because you were tested by everything, by everyone. I'm hearing that the odds were against you. Again, going from pile 2 to 3, the odds were against you, and now look at you shine. Now look at you receiving everything you wanted to receive. And it's going to be beautiful for you, pile 3. All paths have been leading you home this whole entire time, and you've had something that was within your heart that just helped you just to trust in that energy. There was something inside of you that just knew that you had to keep going, or you had to stand your ground with something, or you had to, you know, make sure you were tending to yourself and keeping your own counsel no matter what. It's like you kept your head above water when you could have really sank to the depths, and you did, and you rose again. You know, it's like you didn't sit wallowing in the energy. You let it wash over you, you let your emotions come and you work through them, and now you're going to receive blessings because you've been given such blessings. I'm going to read a little bit of the Celestite card with angel number 15 on there as well. Essential meaning: connection to the angelic realm and divine energy, clear channels for communication with your guides and universal consciousness. That's exactly it. Like I said, some of you, your clairs are really coming online. Each of us is unique. Each of us is a unique expression of the conscious universe, whose endless imagination is also expressed through guides and angels. Did you know that these entities are eager to help you find balance and alignment with your conscious universe, so that you can experience all that you deserve? Exactly. Some of you might really need to come into balance, and for some of you, this is finding a practice that brings you peace. and being guided to these stones here, and you know, sometimes people balance rocks to bring them peace and a calming energy. You need to find a place of being calm, pile 3. Maybe you've been really feeling this retrograde energy, and things of the past have been coming back and getting you riled up. This is definitely an energy I've sat in today, so apologies for the laughter there, but yeah, I had extreme anger this morning, and I was like, okay, I really need to flip the script and allow myself to feel this and then release it. Also, if you know, really have to let off steam with something, and you know, I think it's all well and good preaching this love and light, but sometimes you just have to say the things that you need to say to get them off your chest. But you know, it's not healthy or right to sometimes say the things that we have a knee-jerk reaction to. So put yourself in a bubble, pile 3. Energetically put yourself in a bubble, swear, scream, shout, you know, say all these things that you want to say to these people, and then let it go. You know, allow loving energy in, allow your guides to come in and help you transmute that energy, because it's okay to be angry, it's okay to be fed up, it's okay to be frustrated with some people, and you know, things from our past that maybe you felt like were unjustified. It's okay to feel that, but we don't want that seeping out to be, you know, karma put back on us because we are talking ill of anyone, no matter what they've done to us. You know, we try and send love and light out to everyone, because they are a reflection of us or some aspect of us, but it's really difficult when you're living that moment. So allow yourself to feel the fire and let it burn within you, and then release it all. I'm going to tag a violet flame meditation that I recorded that's really helps you transmute any negative energy. I think that's really going to help some of you in pile 3. Some of you are as tranquil as can be. You're like so zen AF that you're just like, you feel like you're walking on water, and you're my people that are going into union with something that's really special to you. But some of you are still down here in the perception of things and making sure that we are saying blessings, and you are being tested in this energy. So know that once you move past these difficult emotions, difficult difficult emotions, you're going to be stepping into this union with self, this union with a divine being, this union with, like, it might be a spirit guide that's going to come in for you for the first time and really help you, guide you on your path. And for some of you, that is not what you've been asking for, but that is exactly what you need right now. For some of you, maybe you've been wanting a relationship when actually you've just been needing your guides to come in for you and help you at more of an intimate level, and you're going to receive that. For some of you, you're going to receive a new guide for you that's going to, like, physically manifest for you in this lifetime, and they're going to help propel you forward. And you're going to, I don't know, maybe you've just got divorced and you know you were really looking for something to help you, and you've been like, okay, maybe, you know, that relationship wasn't right, but maybe it's a relationship, and everyone's saying, like, no, and this guide's going to come in and help you. They're going to help you move into this place of peace from where you are, because you've been led home. If you've walked away from a certain person or situation, it's because you've been led home, and that is to your soul, that is to your heart. You really need to tap into the heart space, some of you, because that's really going to help you propel forward in the next steps, in the next journeys of your life. You've been learning, Pile 3, and it's really difficult when we go through tough experiences, when we've been through things that have caused us such pain. I feel like some of you have been through so much pain perhaps in this past year, and I really feel that in your energy. And I started to feel really like I started to slump in my chair and my eyes were closing. I was like, I'm feeling really tired, and maybe you're just like tired of life right now, some of you. And please know that you are being brought to a place of peace. You're being brought home no matter where you are in your journey, and whatever you've been wanting to transcend, you are going to do that. You're going to let it go with this full moon, and within the next 3 months you're going to be a brand new person. You're going to transcend any energies that were weighing you down, any past relationships that weren't for your highest good. You're going to transcend all of that energy and brought to such a place of peace that you are going to just be walking on water, I'm hearing. Pile 3, some of you are going to visit a mountain that's going to be really healing for you. I'm going to read a bit of this Gaia Gateway activation as well. I've just hopped onto the higher heart chakra, number 88 in this guidebook here. So really tapping into your heart space is going to help you, Pile 3. Sorry, my voice is really going now. Gaia Gateway activation, angel number 73. Learning experiences, wisdom, transmission, earth intelligence. The Gaia Gateway is the chakra that connects us directly with the mind and intelligence of Mother Earth. This chakra is not very well known, but is now being acknowledged as one of the key energetic spaces we can connect within the activation ascension process. For many years, ascension has been thought of as moving beyond the limitations of the body and transcending the physical realm, but in fact the processes of becoming present in the body and full awareness of the spirit within. That's exactly what you've been doing. You've been stepping out of this matrix that we live in, I think, Pile number 3, and maybe this relationship or connection or job or something that was really like the anchorage to your life. Maybe that was the last thing that was holding you back, and that is no disrespect on that other person or other people connected in that project, but they just didn't hold your vision. And now you're going to be moving into an energy of seeing your worth, seeing your true innate calling, your soul's calling, all of your clairs coming in line. And I love this card, it's so beautiful. And it's just like you're going to be third eye wide open, eyes wide shut to the matrix that's around you. And sometimes, you really have to step away from what would be considered inverted commas the real world to tap into those energies. I literally had to lock myself away for some time because I just couldn't deal with any interference. I didn't have anyone around me singing my song or seeing my vision or understanding me, and I just had to go, I can't be in this anymore. I can't live this lie. I can't be in this realm. This is not my realm. I'm thankful that you are here. Even to my close family members, it's like I was grateful for their help and their guidance and their presence, and I love them dearly. But some of us just weren't aligning at that time, and you know, I still find a struggle in that some days, and it's just about allowing them to find their way on their own way. And some people aren't supposed to be on the same path as you, you know, this lifetime, and it's okay to let them go. It's okay to let that go. And that's what you've been doing, Pile 3. You've been letting go of things that just aren't aligned to you anymore. But know that you haven't done anything wrong in that. It's like maybe you are set to be engaged with someone and you had to walk away from them because you realized that you just weren't aligned anymore, and know that you did the best thing for them and also for you. It's like if you felt like you weren't aligned, and they will thank you eventually, Pile 3. But right now they might just be really upset with you. They might just not understand why you've done the things that you've done, and they will come to the understanding eventually of why you did what you did, and they will be okay with it all. That's going to be really specific for someone. So connection. Connection. Visualize yourself sending deep roots into the center of the earth. When you get as far as they can go, a portal will open up and connect you within the matrix of Gaia's womb. Be open to receiving a direct transmission for her. It was actually said Gaia's wisdom, but I love that I said Gaia's womb. Connect to Mother Earth. She has information for you. She holds a space of healing for you. And yeah, if you're this person that's still trying to get over these past relationships, these past pains, to connect with Mother Gaia, because she wants to help you transcend to be the best version of you and to lead you home. It's like I want everyone to be feeling the aesthetics of this card eventually, and just feeling at one, at peace and flow. It was 11111 on the clock there, Pile 3. And I'm going to leave it there. I feel like we're in a therapy session. I feel like I could keep talking to you for hours, Pile 3, and giving you more and more guidance on how to move forward. So if you would like an extended reading with me, please do reach out. I'm feeling called to share that. And I've also just realised that I didn't share this, but I felt really called to share this little galactic cat that a friend gave me, and I really love this cat, and I have it on my bedside table near my altar, and every morning I'm just so happy to see him, her, I don't know, I think they change energy, and that wants to come through. Cats are like a gateway for beings to enter, so some of you be wary of this, because sometimes things jump into cats and they act very peculiarly because it is not their spirit in them anymore. Something's jumped in and took over them for a little while. That's going to be confirmation to someone. It was 1:12 on the clock there. It's like if you've had a cat acting really erratically, it's because something else jumped into its body. So make sure you're cleansing your cat and your space. Or for some of you, it's like your guides are going to come in through your cats. They're going to show you love and affection through your cats. If you've not been able to tap into your clairs yet, so your clairaudience, your claircognizance, your clairvoyance, if you've not been able to tap in this energy, your cats are coming through as your spirit guides to give you love, nourishment and support. But there's something in galactic cats and galactic energy. I feel like some Pleiadian babies are here. I think that's why I feel like I could keep talking to you for hours, Pile 3. It's like, yeah, your energy feels like home to me. So I'm here for you, Pile 3. Even if I don't know you, you know, my soul is connecting with you when I do these readings, and I feel your energy and your light. So trust in the timing of your life. Trust that you have transcended a lot. Trust that you are walking into a life of ease and peace and tranquility, and everything that you wanted to happen for you is going to come into fruition. But let go with this Cancer moon. Let all of these really troublesome emotions bubble to the surface, and just release them with love, with compassion for self, and just let them be washed away from you. You might really need to connect with the water at this time, Pile 3. I'm really feeling that watery energy. Obviously we have the Cancer moon, but it's not something that I've said to every pile. But you might want to start taking some baths and really connecting to the power of your water. Water is very important to us and our energetic body, our etheric body as well, everyone. That's something that I've been learning in the recent weeks, just how important water is to help us transmute and energize and receive information. Telepathy works with the water of your body. So make sure that you are staying hydrated, and if you can get your hands, your feet, anything into some water when you're washing the dishes, you know, when you're drinking your cup of tea, do it mindfully and bless everything. Bless all your waters, bless your cats, bless your homes, because that's really going to help you transmute the energy. There's something about infiltration of other people's energy. So perhaps these people you've walked away from, the energy comes and infiltrates you. So make sure that you are cleansing your space from them, and that's, you know, sending out love to them, but cord cutting with the highest of love for them. It doesn't cut the good things that you've had with them, but it cuts the bad negative connections that might have been building up over time with you in those spaces, pile 3. But you're going to find peace, you're going to find tranquility, and your lessons, your tough lessons are over. Obviously we're always tested, we're always pushed, we're always guided to expand, but it's like the harsh life lessons are over, pile 3. So trust in the energy. Your guides want to surround you with love and support, and know that you have transcended the worst that was this lifetime, and now is for peace. Now is for the Gaia gateway activation, so the Earth Star chakra, and also the Star chakra, the Stellar Gateway chakra, I think that Oracle card deck calls it, the Stellar Gateway activation also. So the Earth Star chakra and the Star chakra, so below the feet, above the head, as above so below. Exactly, that is your message, pile 3. As above so below, as within as without. Beautiful energy within you, pile 3. Don't fret it. Everything that you want is coming for you. Take care, won't you, pile 3? I want to give you a massive hug. It's like I don't want to leave you, but I would literally sit all night just talking at you through the camera. So know that that's how peaceful you feel to me. That's how loving your energy feels to me, and I'm so here for you, pile 3. So I'm sending you lots of love, like honestly, so much love from me, and remember that you gave so much blessing, so now that's coming to you too. Have no fear.